Finally, the World Junior Hockey Championships have Calgary Flames fans specifically fired up. With two of our most prized prospects representing Team Canada, there's a lot to look forward to watching over the holiday break. And if the pre-tournament means anything, then grab your popcorn. We're going to get to all that more in this video, but first I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. Before we get into the World Junior stuff, we're going to have to talk about last night's game. We're going to have to. I know no one wants to, but we're going to do it. But before we even get into that as well, I do want to say a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I sincerely appreciate all your guys' support over the year. I really hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season with your families or whoever you celebrate with. And if not, I'm happy to celebrate with you. But yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year to everyone as well. It won't be a video tomorrow, so you can kind of call this, I guess, the holiday special. But we got all the good stuff over with. Let's get into the bad now and talk about last night's 5-1 loss to the Oilers. If you missed this one, I'm happy for you. Not exactly our best performance over in Edmonton. Connor McDavid might have had 5 points in this game. Kind of just goes to show that maybe it's a good thing to have that first overall pick. You can get some pretty good players at the first overall pick. If we get into the box score here, a small one for the Flames. Dustin Wolf, statistically not his best game. He gives up 5 goals on 39 shots. You know, the .872 save percentage, it really wasn't his fault at all. He didn't even have all that bad of a game. Obviously, when you give the Oilers too many power plays, they're going to capitalize on them. They're that kind of team. They have been for the entire McDavid-Draisaitl era. But though Wolf gives up 5, you really can't fault him for the loss here. The lone goal came from Weegs in the first period, actually tied it at 1. He finished the game with 22 penalty minutes. That's pretty cool as well. And Michael Backlund got the lone assist as well. So Michael Backlund staying hot as we head into the holiday break. But good for Weegs to finally get on the score sheet as well. It was good because what he did later in the game wasn't too smart and obviously led to some more goals. But either way, that's enough talk about last night's game. Let's focus more on what we're getting fired up about. And as I said before, it has to do with the World Juniors, which is such a, holiday tradition, I suppose, in Canada for sure. But the last pre-tournament game went really well for Team Canada, but more specifically, because I know not every Flames fan is Canadian, we care more about 2 guys in particular, which of course are Zane Parekh and Cole Reshny, who both made Team Canada, because for whatever reason, Team USA didn't want the Americans to join, which is stupid. It would have been nice to see, Potter, Wittenbacher, whoever else play. But either way, Team Canada won their final game 13-2, their final pre-tournament game. Zane Parekh got a goal and 3 assists, so 4 points. Looked good. Reshny, he got an assist as well, which is good to see. I know Parekh didn't really wow a lot of people throughout the pre-tournament. Didn't look great, but against some weaker competition in the final game against Denmark, puts up a goal and 3 assists, more of what you'd like to see, not only at the World Junior level, but hopefully one day at the NHL level as well. But either way, should be super exciting to watch them. And to go a little bit further, Wes Gilbertson here of the Calgary Herald wrote an article today that goes Flames fans guide to World Juniors, pressure on Parekh, Reshny's role, and more. I'm not going to get into the entire thing, but all credit due to Mr. Gilbertson here for a wonderful article. I really do recommend going and reading the entire thing if you do want to get hyped up. He doesn't only focus on Parekh and Reshny. He goes over some other things for the Flames. Hey, maybe we'll pick up McKenna, keep an eye out for him, and some other things as well. But we care most, obviously, about Parekh and Reshny. So it's for the first time in half a decade, the Flames have multiple prospects on Canada's roster at the World Junior Hockey Championship, which just makes it all that more exciting. Let's hop in. So Parekh, Reshny, and company will open the round robin with a Boxing Day battle against Czechia. Craig Conroy, who envisions both as long-term building blocks, has a trip booked to Minneapolis to watch some of the action. It will double as a scouting mission for Calgary's GM, a chance for a live look at some of the top talents available in the 2026 NHL draft. The last time the Flames had multiple players wear the Maple Leaf at the World Juniors was December of 2020/January of 2021, when Jacob Pelche and Connor Zary shared this spotlight. So it goes to show, even if you're on the World Junior team, it's never a sure thing that you're going to be a bona fide superstar. Pelche unfortunately didn't work out too well. I know a lot of fans wish he was still in the system. Zary has looked obviously pretty good lately, but not exactly the superstar many people think a first rounder might be. Now, either way, Zary said it's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of opportunity. He said, reminiscing on a silver showing. Obviously, they get to have a crowd, and we didn't during COVID, but it's a special when you're playing for your country. I think that's such a fun thing. Great quote there from Mr. Zary. Now, is there pressure on Parekh? That's kind of one of the big questions coming in. So there seems to be a widespread assumption that Parekh, after spending the past 2.5 months on an NHL roster, should dominate at this tournament. Prior to departure, he even predicted a trip to World Juniors could probably jumpstart my season, which is exactly what we want to hear. We know the past 2 years when he's been cut, it has jumpstarted his season, so that's great. Parekh, 19 years old, is poised to patrol the right side on Canada's lead defense pairing and to quarterback the top power play unit, so he'll certainly have an opportunity to play a starring role. But how will the staff at the Saddledome measure his success? What would make this a turning point type of experience for a blue line blue chipper who put up eye-popping stats in the OHL last winter but hasn't had immediate impact that he was undoubtedly expecting of himself as a rookie in Calgary? He said, I think first, Canada winning gold. You know, winning is going to be the ultimate thing for Canada, Conroy replied. And then for him, it's to be a big part of that. It's not all about points, but for sure, if he's going to be on the power play, he's going to have to produce if they're going to have success. And look, Team Canada in the past few years has really struggled offensively. Maybe this can be the catalyst for that. The 9th overall pick in the 2024 NHL draft, Parekh has managed only 1 point and assist on the man advantage in 11 appearances with the Flames this fall. He also missed about a month due to injury, cleared just in time for World Junior training camp. For his part, Parekh insists he isn't feeling a stitch of pressure. Remember that he was a controversial cut a year ago when Canada struggled to light the lamp and sputtered to a quarterfinal ouster. Parekh is one of a hat-trick of NHL loanies on the roster for this edition, joining Calgary-raised Harrison Brunicky of the Penguins and his former OHL teammate Michael Misa of the Sharks. He said, I don't think there's any pressure, Parekh told Post Media. I just want to go play my game and do my thing. I know as an organization that Hockey Canada feels that pressure, but as players, we just want to play and do our best. Calm, cool, collected like he always is vocally with the media, of course. Now, let's switch gears and focus on Reshny for a little bit here. So Reshny's role. Reshny could wind up being a Swiss Army knife for Team Canada, the Taysom Hill of Team Canada, if you will. Shout out the Norland Saints. There must be a more patriotic metaphor, but we're admittedly stumped. That's good there from Gilbertson. During training camp and exhibition action, the 18-year-old from Macklin, Saskatchewan was auditioned at both center and on the wing. He has been in the bumper spot on the top power play unit. Awesome. He's also one of the penalty kill personnel, so really doing everything. I'd be shocked if we don't see him taking big draws as this tournament goes along, Edwards said. Not Murray Edwards. Don't get upset. It's why he's always a go-to guy for the University of North Dakota. As a freshman, he is averaging 1.13 points per game and winning 55.3% of his faceoffs, and why he could be an all-scenario sort even on this stacked squad. Reshny, the third youngest forward on Canada's roster, will likely start as the left winger on a line with Cole Baudouin and Jet Luchenko. The number one thing with Cole is his hockey sense, and because of that, you can play him at any forward position, Edwards said. He's very trustworthy. When you watch him play at North Dakota, he's always in the right spot. That coaching staff just revels in the fact that you can trust him in any situation, and if I'm the World Junior coach, that's a valuable trait. Awesome. How about one more reason that Reshny could emerge as a surprise standout for Canada? He's already shown a knack for coming up clutch on the international stage. At the 2024 Hlinka Gretzky Cup, he tied for his team scoring lead. He was a late arrival to the World Under-18s last spring, but notched 5 goals in the same number of games, including an OT winner and a quarterfinal nail-biter. Oh yeah, we should mention that he already owns 2 gold medals. Hopefully I can add another one, he said, matter of factly. So, maybe there's a little pressure on Parekh, but not really. As long as he just goes out there, does well, I think everyone will be happy with that. And as far as Reshny goes, his role will kind of be a little bit of everything, which is awesome. So no matter what, we should get a great opportunity to watch a couple of our young stars really have at it, get a lot of ice time, and hopefully play some really good hockey at the World Juniors before playing some really good hockey at the NHL level. Now let's get into the comment of the day to wrap up this video, as we love to do here on the channel. Comes from yesterday's video, of course. More so goes over, some trade rumors, that kind of stuff, but it comes from Tater Nuts, one of the OGs. And he says, having vets on the roster to help the young guys is an easy problem to solve. when free agency hits, there's tons of 30-something-year-old players out there that are still capable NHLers that just want a team to play for. You can pick and choose guys with the work ethic and attitude you want for your squad. Just trade Raz, Pickles, and Andersson, and let's go. Let's do this rebuild right and stop messing around. Go Flames, go fellas. Love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think most of the people will 100% agree with you. Whether, what Iggy says about the veteran presence, yeah, it's important, of course, but you can kind of pick those up in free agency. It's easy, or eventually trade for some, I guess, if you really wanted to. But either way, that's not the problem. The problem is you got to get as many assets for the future as we can right now, build through the draft like we've already been doing, and hopefully be very prosperous in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe for what you saw here today and have a wonderful rest of your day.